In today's video, we're checking out the Harley Benton MR Classic LHSB. The LH stands for lefty, but this is also, of course, available in right-handed configuration. Before we get started, a massive thank you to Toman for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below. I'm also going to timestamp this video so you can skip ahead back and forth if you so choose. This is a really cool Mosrite style electric featuring two of the gnarliest P90 pickups I've heard in a long time. I think you're in for a bit of a treat tonally. I'll talk about the playability, the pros and cons and so forth at the end of this video. If you want to check this out, I'll link it down in the description. Let's get into it. Here's the Harley Benton MR Classic SB up close. This is part of Harley Benton's vintage series. We get a carved basswood body. We get a bolt-on A-grade Canadian maple neck in a natural satin finish. Now, this looks unfinished on the camera, but it does have a really subtle finish, kind of similar to, I guess, how Squier kind of finishes some of their guitars, but it does have a really nice feel to it. It's also a really nice, comfortable C-shaped profile. As you can see on screen, the sunburst finish looks fantastic, and we also get a sunburst matching headstock. How cool is this? Loaded into the headstock, we get a set of Clouson style Wilkinson tuners. Wilkinson have really good parts when we're talking about hardware, and tuning reliability with this has been great. Along with these quality tuners, we also get a Graphtec nut, which is always a welcome bonus. Not only do we get a roasted Jatoba fretboard, we get 22 frets, a 12-inch fretboard radius, and nice big frets. Let's talk electronics and pickups. These two pickups are both Artec P90 Alnico 5 vintage style pickups, and they can handle gain great, and they also sound really cool if you're playing clean. We get a three-way toggle switch over here, and we also get a volume and tone control. Now, in the middle position, it actually helps eliminate the buzz. So if you are having problems with buzz at a gig or at home or whatever the case may be, get it into that middle position and it does kind of nullify the buzz. It's pretty cool given that these are both P90s. We get this fixed wraparound bridge that you can also adjust the intonation on. So it's a win-win for me. I much prefer the look of this over having a separate section and then the tailpiece. I think for the styling of this guitar, it works really great. The Harley Benton MR Classic SB comes in at 3.75 kilograms, which I'll put the conversion on screen to pounds. It's nice and comfortable on. Ergonomically, it's also very comfortable to play. It also sits on your leg comfortably if you're a seated player. All right, let's kick it off. In today's video, I'm plugged into my Marshall DSL 40CR amplifier. We're going to start on the clean channel. What I'm also going to do is just cycle through each of the pickup combinations clean with the same simple chord part so you can get a sense of the low end and the high end, and then I'll mix up the playing style. So this is neck pickup. Here we go. Sounds great. Over to neck pickup again. That neck pickup sounds beautiful. It's got all the tops and still got that big, nice round sound. Over to both pickups. And over to bridge. Plenty of usable tones in there, clean. So if you want to play rhythm guitar or lead, it sounds great. And these pickups have that inherent, almost breaking up kind of sound to them as well. It's pretty cool. Over to the crunch channel on the amplifier now. I'm going to play a mix of both rhythm and lead guitar. So if you're playing blues or classic rock, these are the kind of tones you can get. Starting on the bridge pickup. Here we go. Sounds great. Over to both pickups. It's dead quiet. And over to neck pickup, but I'm going to start with the volume control down. Cleans up beautifully, up a little more. And all the way up. Let's check out the tone control on the guitar now. I'm going to start with it all the way up. Half. Most of the way off. And all the way back open. I kind of like a bright tone, so for me, I would just leave the tone control off the entire time and just dial in the amp, and it sounds great. Over to the ultra gain channel on the amplifier. Now I'm going to play a mix of both chords and lead guitar stuff so you can get a sense of what this can do. The bridge pickup on this with this Marshall sounds unreal. There's going to be a bit of buzz, so just bear with me, but this is bridge. Yeah, that's my favorite tone so far. Thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. A massive thank you to Toman for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. I didn't know what to expect when I first pulled this out of the box, but it sounds so good. My face was lighting up in a couple of the pickup combinations, especially with gain. Now, if you're playing clean, this neck pickup is so usable. It doesn't get dark and muddy like a guitar that I sold a little while back. It sounds nice and clean on the top end without that overemphasized low end, so I really dig it. The bridge pickup sounds unreal. As soon as you start stacking crunch or the ultra gain channel on, as you heard, I think it's the star of the show for heavier tones. The only combination I didn't really love was both pickups with dirt. It just didn't sound that good. It sounded a little unbalanced. Although it does sort of cancel the buzz, I wasn't a huge fan of that tone, but clean, you can absolutely get funk or country tones out of it or whatever it is you choose to play. It's a really nice rhythm guitar all throughout the pickup combinations if you're playing dead clean. I'm really impressed with the guitar's tuning stability. These tuners not only feel great, but they've been very reliable. I haven't had to tune up the guitar a million times. After taking it out of the box, I stretched out the strings, tuned it up, and it was ready to go. I think I might have tuned it once throughout that entire main section of the video, but otherwise the tuning stability is awesome. While the offset shape might not be for everybody, I gotta tell you, it feels really comfortable if you're a seated player, and I can imagine standing up with this as well will also feel good, but it sits on your knee really well. It feels every bit as comfortable as a lot of my other guitars, so if you like the shape and you're wondering how comfortable it is to play, it really gets the big thumbs up. When it came to the rest of the electronics, the three-way toggle switch felt great, as does the volume and tone control. They're nice and sturdy. Interestingly enough, I don't think this has a high pass filter in it, so once you start turning down, you do lose a little bit of top end, and you'll notice that mostly just on the neck pickup. If you're playing on the bridge, it kind of works well, so it's up to you if you want to add one later on. My only small visual complaint has nothing to do with the shape or the finish. I think it looks beautiful on the front. It's just the back of the neck looks a little bit too bright, but that's not a big deal, right? So it is what it is. But overall, man, what a great sounding guitar, and it feels really comfortable and familiar to play. A massive thank you again to Toman for sending this out. Links will be below. Thanks again. Catch you soon. See ya.